Hey, if you like making more bang for your buck when it comes to your marketing, you got to listen to this podcast. Hey, Scott Wilson here. Hey, welcome back to the Marketing for Business podcast. I'm going to rip it today. Look, I had a great conversation with a young guy who owned a window cleaning company over the holidays. His name's Tom. Me and Tom had a good chat about marketing and how to grow a business with marketing. I could tell he was a little bit frustrated and maybe a little bit overwhelmed when it comes to marketing. So I said, Tom, no worries, mate. Here's the thing. Here's what I'm going to do. I know we've discussed a lot today, but I'm going to create a podcast because I'm going to give some of the ideas that I've given you, plus some extras, put it into a podcast to help more people. So, hey, if you get value out of this podcast today, here's what I want you to do. I want you to thank Tom, but also I want you to share it, okay? So I'm going to go really, really fast here because, look, marketing, the opportunity for marketing in 2025 for a lot of businesses, here's what's going to happen. Some of them are going to do none. They're going to do no marketing, and they're going to get to near the end of 2025 and not be happy with the results. There's going to be another group of them, business owners, just like you, who are listening to this podcast, and here's what you're going to do. You're going to take some of the things I'm going to go through today around this framework that I have, that I gave Tom. You're going to answer some of these questions. You're going to put it into action, and your business is going to go through the roof, okay? Because here's what I know. Most people, when it comes to recessionary times, do nothing, okay? But here's the thing. You don't market for the recession. You market for the rebound. And in 2025, yep, it might be a little bit hard, but I tell you what's going to happen. The shoots are going to start to appear. Opportunities are going to start to come out. And it's the people that market their business and get that visibility. Remember, consistency of message plus frequency of reach to become relevant are going to be the ones that become relevant. And when you are more relevant, more people shop with you. More people that can and want to do business with you find you. They don't find your competitors because your competitors have gone away because they were too scared to market their business in these tougher times. So, Tom, this one's for you. Really appreciate our conversation. As I said, look, here's the thing. When I look at marketing, I look at three things, okay? You must map it. You must make it, and you must monetize it. Map it is about strategy, and you'll hear me say this all the time. You must design your marketing strategy to pick the tactics to produce the results you want. Go pause that, rewind it, write it down, print it out on a piece of paper, because it is what you need to do to be successful with marketing. You need to design your marketing strategy to pick the tactics to produce the results you want. Too many people run tactics and then never get the results you want. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm going to give you some things that are going to help you map out your strategy. They're not everything, because this is a podcast and I can't give you everything. So if you want some help, here's the thing. 021-891-934. Message me, connect with me, and one of my team will have a conversation with you, and we'll see if we can help you get your marketing going in 2025. So here's the thing. I'll run through this now. Map it, strategy. So here's some areas that you want to work on when it comes to mapping your strategy. You want to look at your business goals and challenges. What are your three top goals for your business in 2025? Now, I'd suggest if you don't have those written down, you need to stop this right now and you need to start focusing on what are the three goals that I want to achieve in my business in 2025, and write them down. And then look at those goals and go, okay, what's number one? Okay, and start focusing on what you can do to achieve your number one goal in 2025. Look, I know business owners and businesses that have goals, achieve those goals, are so much more successful than businesses that don't write them down and business owners who don't focus on their goals. Because here's the other thing that you've got to look at. What are the challenges you're currently facing when it comes to achieving those goals? Okay, so you've got some goals there, but what are some of the challenges that you're currently facing? Get clear on those. Start writing a list of challenges that you have, because here's the thing. When you start writing the list down, your brain will start to help you and start to find ways of helping you achieve those goals and helping you delete those challenges. Another way to do it is start sharing some of those challenges with your team, maybe your partner, maybe your networking group, etc. Start sharing some of these challenges, and halving those problems and challenges by sharing them with someone else. Your target audience and positioning. This was a big one for Tom. I said to him, who is your ideal customer? I get really clear on that. And I said, look, you need to spend some time. Who is your ideal customer? Go back through your customer list. Who are the people that you like doing business with? Can you describe their demographics, their interests, their pain points? Do you know geographically where they are? And this was a good one for him. He knew geographically, this is where his best customers were, and then I said, okay, well, what differentiates your business from your competitors in your industry? Really start to think about this. When I'm looking at my strategy and mapping it out, what makes me different? What makes me different and why people should buy from me? Remember, people have questions running through their head. Why should I buy from you? Why should I buy your competitor? What makes you different in the marketplace? So get really, really clear on that. And then I said to Tom, hey, what's your current marketing efforts? What marketing strategy or campaigns have you tried in the past? And what of these strategies have been the most effective or least effective? And I said to him, look, loads of times business owners, they run marketing campaigns because they don't measure them. They don't know if they worked or not. Okay, so or they get tired of a campaign that may even be working, but they've just got tired of it. And I said, look, sometimes you just have to let that go. You have to realize that for your customer, maybe it's the first time they're seeing it. So you actually have to be prepared to run marketing again and again and again and again. Remember what I said, consistency of message plus frequency of reach to become relevant. All of a sudden you become relevant to that target audience. I said, another big one when you're mapping out your strategy is your budget and resources. What's your current marketing budget? And how do you allocate that marketing budget to certain channels, etc.? And this was an interesting one for Tom. Like he didn't really have a marketing budget. And I said, look, you've got to have a marketing budget. You've got to spend some money on marketing. If you want to grow your business, you need more and more people to know who you are. The best way to do that is to market and advertise and spend some money. Then it came to making it, content creation. And I said, look, hey Tom, what content would you think resonates most with your audience? Is it video? Is it blogs? Is it photographic content? And also then I said, well, what's the tone of the message that you want to get across? How do you want to convey yourself in your copy? What is the problem that you really solve here? What are some of the pain points that you could get across that you're solving inside your messaging? And look, messaging is such a small hinge that can swing such a big door open in your advertising and marketing. When you get the messaging right, and the tone right, and the offer right, you can really start to grow your business. And I said, hey, look, what about your existing content? He had some content that he created. He had some videos. He actually had a case study, but he wasn't really doing anything with it. Let's repurpose it. Let's make it look better, and repurpose that content. And they said, what about the gaps in your content? What are some of the questions you're always getting asked that address the pain points that people have? And he started rattling off all these questions that he gets asked all the time. I was like, dude, there is content right there. And there's some of the gaps that you could fill in. So once again, for you listening to this, what are some of the questions you get asked all the time that could fill in some of the content gaps that you have? Then there's an interesting thing I said to Tom as well. What about your visual and brand identity? What do you want your brand to look and feel like? And I think it's really, really important. When you're dealing with a certain demographic and geographical area, they're going to want you to turn up looking good, etc. They want to know, if you're turning up to their houses, etc., their expensive houses, they want to know that you look and feel the part, right? So I said, maybe it's time to invest in some brand guidelines and some fonts, some imagery, some color and style, etc. Because you want to grow this business, then you just have to start acting like a bigger business, right? We also talked about the content distribution channels. What platforms are, I guess, the most important for reaching his audience? Now he knows who his audience is, who he wants to reach. What are some of the channels he needs to use? Is it social media? Is it Google Ads? Is it using Google Business Profile, etc.? Is it using flyers? What are the channels he should be using? And then I said to him, how often do you think you should be posting on those? How often do you want to get in front of people and answer those questions? Number 3 was monetize it, and we talked about advertising and marketing. I said to him, look, what does your current sales funnel look like? What's your current sales conversion look like? How are you getting the lead in, and then what are you doing to create a sales environment? What action are you actually wanting people to take? What is it? Do you want them to call you? Do you want them to email you? Do you want them to message you? Do you want them to sign up on your website? Do you fill in the form, etc.? You must be really, really clear when it comes to monetizing your advertising. You must be very, very clear on what action you want people to take. Are you using paid advertising channels? And this is something I really said to Tom. This is an opportunity that you have here. You could spend money monthly on your advertising, running Google ads, Meta ads, etc., getting in front of your target audience. And here's the thing. You have to have a budget for that, a monthly budget, and you've got to look at what the return on investment of that budget is. But you've got to give yourself a period of time, 6 to 12 months, to really know if it's working, okay? So from that, okay, well, how am I going to allocate the budget? Well, I would say, 10 to 15%, if not more, of your current turnover, put it into your advertising and marketing. Be prepared to spend a little bit more at the start as well. So over time, remember, consistency message, frequency of reach. The frequency of reach here, when you have a good message and a good offer, you're going to spend money on that to get in front of more people so you become relevant to them. And then when you start making more money because of your sales, start reinvesting it in your advertising as well, because that will fuel the fire. So in 6 to 12 months, you'll start to see the business really starting to go and starting to snowball because of the advertising that you've been spending. You also then, part of that, if you're going to be spending money on advertising, you want to know the metrics. You want to know your performance. How do you currently track success of your campaigns? And he wasn't really. Okay, well, let's look at what we could track, right? What are some of the key performance indicators that we could look at that matter most to your business? And it leads to sales, to customers, right? Really, really simple for a business like that. What is it for your business though? What are you tracking inside your business? And how are you tracking the success of it? I really believe metrics and performance are the eighth wonder of the world. I've said this a number of times over the years. Really understanding this can actually help you outmarket your competitors. And I've done a bunch of podcasts on this for understanding the numbers. But if you can get clear on your numbers and what a customer's worth to you and your lifetime value, etc., you really can start to outmarket your competitors. Then myself and Tom, we talked about customer retention and customer loyalty. What strategies do you have in place for your existing customers? How often are you getting them to buy from you again and again and again and again? Do you have them on a bi-monthly window cleaning? Do you have them on a 3-monthly? What are you doing to get your existing customers to buy from you? And then also, do you have a loyalty program? Do you have a referral program? Look, I know if I get a great job done, I want to give a referral to people. So, looking at that, okay, how do I turn that one customer that I may have got from a Google ad or a Meta ad, how do I turn it into 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7 clients by having a referral program? Look, these are just some simple things, right, that I wanted to help you with and I wanted to help Tom with. And these are some of the things we just mapped out really, really quickly, because here's the thing. As I said before, 2025 is going to go really, really fast, right? We're at the start of it. This podcast will probably come out around the 30th. You may be looking at this going, man, we're already done a month, right? Make no mistake, it's the businesses that market themselves that will win in 2025. The more people that know, like, and trust you in 2025, they'll be the ones, they'll be doing business with you. The more people that trust you, trust is becoming a massive, massive thing. If you want to know more on that, I did a podcast last year called The Trust Recession. We're going to be in it for a long time. So the more people that know, like, and trust you because of yourself, putting content out there, educating people, giving people value in advance before they ever give you any money, you're going to position yourself as the experts in the marketplace, as the companies to do business with you. And a way to amplify that is to really map out your strategy. Then start making content and then start monetizing it by advertising and marketing. And as I said, hey, look, if you want some help with this, reach out to me and my team, 021-891-934. Send me a text message. I'll put you in touch with one of my team. They'll have a conversation with you. And if it's right, hey, we'll invite you to come in and do a high performance review and a strategy session with me and the team. All right, guys, I really appreciate you listening to the podcast, and I just am so grateful that you're sharing the podcast. It really does mean a lot to me. Look, I know we may be in 2025 and still in for some tough times, but remember, you don't market for the recession, you market for the rebound. And one of the things that you could do to help me today is to rebound this podcast out into the social media areas, because I really want to help more people in 2025. It's my team goal. We're moving into a bigger premises. We're helping more people. We're not stopping. We're going to be actually unstoppable in 2025, and I want to help you and business owners just like you. So I appreciate you. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to talking to you at one of our events, one of our seminars, one of our workshops in 2025. Until then, have fun, and as always, take action and celebrate your victories.